Clara was a 28-year-old woman who had always found it difficult to understand men. After a series of disappointing relationships, she felt frustrated and confused by their behaviors. It seemed that no matter how much she tried to communicate, her partners often misinterpreted her intentions. This left her feeling vulnerable and misunderstood. As a single woman, Clara often pondered why relationships were so challenging. She had friends who seemed to navigate love effortlessly, while she struggled to connect with others. In her heart, she knew she was capable of love and understanding, but the men she encountered often made her doubt herself. Determined to change her perspective, Clara embarked on a journey of self-discovery. She enrolled in workshops focused on communication and emotional intelligence, hoping to gain insights into not only herself but also the dynamics of relationships. Little did she know, this journey would lead her to a deeper understanding of both men and herself. During her workshops, Clara learned the importance of active listening and expressing emotions. She began to practice these skills in her everyday life, which allowed her to approach relationships with a fresh perspective. It wasn't just about understanding men, but also about communicating her own needs and desires. As she began to implement these changes, Clara felt a sense of empowerment. She realized that her previous experiences didn't define her future. With each new lesson, she gained confidence, ready to face the challenges of love and connection. Chapter 2: The Unexpected Encounter. One evening, while attending a social event organized by one of her workshops, Clara met Javier, a charming and witty man with whom she immediately felt a connection. They engaged in deep conversations about their dreams, aspirations, and struggles. Clara found herself opening up to him in a way she hadn't done with anyone else before. As the evening progressed, Clara felt a warmth and comfort around Javier. He listened attentively and responded with kindness, making her feel understood and valued. This interaction marked a turning point for Clara, as she realized that not all men were the same, and that perhaps her past experiences had clouded her judgment. Javier shared his own experiences, revealing his vulnerability and insecurities. Clara appreciated his honesty, and it was refreshing to see a man who could express his emotions openly. This connection sparked a hope in Clara that maybe, just maybe, she could find a relationship built on mutual understanding and respect. Despite their instant chemistry, Clara was cautious. She knew that past hurts could resurface, but she also understood the importance of giving herself a chance. This time she was determined to approach the relationship with an open heart and mind, ready to learn and grow alongside Javier. As the night came to an end, Clara exchanged contact information with Javier, feeling excited about the possibility of what was to come. This encounter marked the beginning of a new chapter in her journey, filled with hope and the promise of understanding. Chapter 3: The First Dates. Clara and Javier quickly began to see each other more often. Their first dates were filled with laughter and deep conversations. They explored local cafes, parks, and art galleries, discovering shared interests and values along the way. Clara felt a sense of joy she hadn't experienced in a long time. However, as their connection deepened, Clara found herself grappling with insecurities. She often questioned whether she was good enough for Javier or if he would eventually lose interest in her. These thoughts began to cloud her mind, making her hesitant to fully embrace the relationship. During one of their dates, Clara decided to be honest about her feelings. She shared her insecurities with Javier, explaining how her past experiences had left her with lingering doubts. To her surprise, Javier responded with understanding and reassurance. He expressed that he was genuinely interested in her and appreciated her vulnerability. This conversation opened the door to more honest discussions between them. Clara learned that sharing her fears and insecurities didn't push Javier away. Instead, it brought them closer. They both began to understand the value of open communication in building a strong relationship. As Clara continued to work on her self-esteem, she realized that she deserved love and happiness. With Javier by her side, she felt encouraged to confront her fears and embrace the love that was blossoming between them. This newfound understanding was a vital step in her journey towards self-acceptance and emotional growth. Chapter 4. Understanding Emotions. As Clara and Javier's relationship progressed, Clara began to explore the complexity of emotions. She learned that understanding one's feelings was crucial for healthy communication. Clara often found herself reflecting on her emotional responses and how they influenced her interactions with Javier. In a workshop on emotional intelligence, Clara discovered strategies for identifying and expressing emotions. She practiced naming her feelings and articulating them clearly to Javier. This practice not only enhanced her self-awareness but also improved her ability to communicate effectively with him. One evening, during a cozy dinner at home, Clara decided to share her feelings about their relationship. She expressed her excitement and joy while also admitting her fears about the future. Javier listened attentively, validating her feelings and sharing his own. This openness deepened their emotional connection. Clara realized that understanding emotions was a two-way street. She encouraged Javier to express his feelings as well, creating a safe space for vulnerability. As they navigated their emotional landscapes together, Clara felt a sense of liberation, knowing they were building a relationship based on honesty and empathy. This journey into emotional understanding not only strengthened Clara's relationship with Javier but also transformed her self-perception. She felt empowered to embrace her emotions and understand that they were a vital part of her identity. With this newfound clarity, Clara was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Chapter 5. Facing Fears Together. As Clara and Javier continued to grow closer, they also began to face their fears together. One day, Clara confided in Javier about her fear of commitment. She explained that previous relationships had left her scarred, making it difficult for her to fully trust someone again. Javier listened carefully, empathizing with her struggles. He revealed that he had his own fears about vulnerability and letting someone into his life completely. This shared admission brought them even closer, as they realized they both carried emotional baggage. In the following weeks, they made a conscious effort to support each other in facing their fears. They engaged in open conversations about their pasts, exploring how those experiences shaped their present. Clara appreciated Javier's willingness to be vulnerable, and it encouraged her to confront her own fears head-on. To strengthen their bond, they decided to take a weekend trip to a nearby cabin. Away from their daily lives, they could focus on each other without distractions. This getaway allowed them to deepen their connection and gain insights into their emotional landscapes. During the trip, Clara and Javier engaged in heartfelt conversations under the stars, sharing dreams, fears, and aspirations. They both left the cabin with a renewed sense of hope and a commitment to navigate their journey together. Clara felt a sense of relief knowing that she wasn't alone in her fears, and with Javier's support, she felt ready to embrace the future. Chapter 6: Growing Confidence. As Clara and Javier continued to explore their relationship, their confidence in each other grew. Clara began to feel more comfortable expressing her needs and desires, recognizing the importance of asserting herself. This newfound confidence was a testament to the work she had done on her self-esteem. One evening, Clara decided to share her thoughts on their relationship's direction. She expressed her desire for more intimacy and connection. To her delight, Javier responded positively, reassuring her that he was on the same page. This conversation further solidified their bond, as they navigated their emotions together. In addition to verbal communication, Clara also began to express her feelings through creative outlets. She started journaling about her experiences, using writing as a means of self-reflection. This practice not only helped her process her emotions but also allowed her to communicate more effectively with Javier. As their relationship flourished, Clara noticed that her confidence extended beyond her interactions with Javier. She found herself taking more risks in her personal and professional life. This newfound sense of empowerment was a remarkable transformation, and Clara felt grateful for Javier's unwavering support. With each passing day, Clara and Javier's relationship became a source of strength for both of them. They learned that by fostering open communication and mutual support, they could overcome obstacles together. Clara was excited to see how their journey would continue to unfold, knowing that they were building a strong foundation of love and understanding. Chapter 7: Understanding Boundaries. As Clara and Javier grew closer, they began to discuss the importance of establishing healthy boundaries in their relationship. Clara realized that understanding and respecting boundaries was essential for maintaining her individuality while nurturing their connection. They both agreed that setting boundaries would allow them to communicate more effectively. One evening, Clara initiated a conversation about their personal boundaries. She expressed her need for alone time to recharge and engage in her hobbies. Javier listened attentively and shared his own needs for personal space as well. This open dialogue helped them navigate their individual needs without feeling neglected or overwhelmed. Through this process, Clara learned that boundaries were not about creating distance but rather about fostering a sense of security and respect. They began to establish routines that allowed them to enjoy time together while still honoring their individual pursuits. This balance contributed to a healthier and more fulfilling relationship. As they navigated their boundaries, Clara also became more aware of the importance of respecting each other's emotional triggers. They discussed specific situations that could lead to misunderstandings and agreed on how to approach those moments with empathy. This commitment to understanding each other's boundaries created a safe space for vulnerability. Ultimately, this journey toward establishing boundaries enhanced their emotional connection. Clara felt empowered to assert herself while knowing that Javier respected her needs. Their relationship blossomed as they learned to navigate the complexities of love while maintaining their individuality. Chapter 8. Celebrating Milestones. As Clara and Javier's relationship continued to grow, they began to celebrate milestones together. They acknowledged their journey from initial attraction to a deep emotional connection. This practice of celebrating achievements helped them appreciate their growth and the strength of their bond. On their 6-month anniversary, Clara decided to surprise Javier with a heartfelt gift. She created a scrapbook that documented their journey together, including photos, notes, and mementos from their dates. This thoughtful gesture showcased her love and commitment to their relationship. Javier was touched by Clara's creativity and effort. He reciprocated by planning a special dinner at their favorite restaurant, where they reflected on their experiences and shared what they had learned. This evening was a celebration of their love and the milestones they had achieved together. As they continued to celebrate their progress, Clara and Javier also recognized the importance of setting future goals. They discussed their aspirations as a couple, including travel plans and personal growth. This shared vision created a sense of unity and excitement for what lay ahead. Clara felt grateful for the love and understanding that had blossomed between them. Each milestone they celebrated served as a reminder of their journey, and she was eager to continue building a future filled with love, respect, and shared experiences. Together, they were creating a beautiful narrative of growth and connection. Chapter 9. Navigating Challenges. Despite their growing love, Clara and Javier faced challenges that tested their relationship. One day, Clara received unexpected news that her mother was unwell. This news weighed heavily on her, and she struggled to balance her emotions while supporting Javier. Recognizing that Clara was going through a tough time, Javier approached her with compassion. He encouraged her to share her feelings and reassured her that it was okay to lean on him for support. Clara appreciated his understanding, and they engaged in heartfelt conversations about the situation. During this challenging period, Clara realized that vulnerability was essential for building a strong partnership. She allowed herself to express her fears and worries, while Javier offered a listening ear and emotional support. Together they navigated the complexities of life, strengthening their bond in the process. Through this experience, Clara learned that challenges could either break or strengthen a relationship. By facing difficulties together, they were building resilience and deepening their connection. This understanding reinforced Clara's belief in the power of love and support. As Clara's mother recovered, she and Javier emerged from this experience more united than ever. They had faced adversity with grace and compassion, solidifying their commitment to each other. Clara felt grateful for Javier's unwavering support, knowing they could overcome any challenge as a team. Chapter 10. A future full of possibilities. As Clara and Javier continued their journey together, they began to envision a future filled with possibilities. Their relationship had evolved into a partnership built on love, understanding, and mutual respect. Clara felt excited about what lay ahead, knowing they had built a solid foundation. During a romantic picnic in the park, Clara and Javier discussed their dreams for the future. They talked about their aspirations, including travel destinations, career goals, and personal growth. This conversation sparked a sense of adventure and excitement, and they both felt inspired by each other's dreams. With each passing day, Clara realized that her relationship with Javier was not just about romance but also about shared growth. They encouraged each other to pursue their passions and supported each other's endeavors. This dynamic allowed both of them to thrive as individuals while nurturing their connection. As they made plans for their future, Clara understood that challenges would inevitably arise. However, she felt confident that their love and commitment would guide them through any obstacles. Together, they had built a relationship characterized by open communication, understanding, and a willingness to grow. With a heart full of hope, Clara embraced the future with Javier by her side. She knew that their journey was just beginning, and they were ready to face whatever came their way. United in love and understanding, they were prepared to write the next chapters of their story together. Chapter 11. Celebrating Individuality. Over time, Clara and Javier decided to celebrate their individuality and the milestones they had achieved. They organized a small party at their home, inviting friends and family to share their accomplishments and express gratitude for the support they had received along the way. Clara was excited to show how their relationship was not only a merging of two people but also a space where both could shine as individuals. On the night of the party, Clara prepared a speech where she shared her personal journey, emphasizing the importance of learning to love oneself and finding one's voice. She spoke about how, through mutual understanding and support, she and Javier had created a space where they could grow together without losing their individuality. Friends and family applauded and celebrated her growth. Javier in turn also shared his gratitude. He expressed how much he had learned from Clara and how their relationship had inspired him to be more authentic in his personal and professional life. His words resonated with everyone present, creating an atmosphere of love and respect. Clara felt proud of what they had built together and how they had positively influenced each other's lives. The party became a celebration not only of their love but also of their dreams and individual aspirations. Clara and Javier realized that by celebrating their individuality, they were strengthening their connection. This event marked a milestone in their relationship, reminding them that love does not mean losing oneself but rather finding ways to be even more authentic together. That night, Clara felt more connected to Javier than ever. They had learned that the journey of love is continuous, filled with lessons and opportunities for growth, and they were committed to embracing every moment together. Chapter 12. A Shared Challenge. Inspired by their growth and the celebration of their individuality, Clara and Javier decided to take on a new challenge together. They enrolled in a cooking class, hoping to learn how to prepare dishes from different cultures. Both enjoyed food and saw this as an opportunity to strengthen their bond while learning something new. At first, the cooking classes proved to be a challenge. The kitchen was filled with laughter and awkward moments as they tried to follow the chef's instructions. Clara often laughed at her mistakes, while Javier tried not to lose patience when things didn't go as expected. However, as they got used to working together, they began to enjoy the process. Through cooking, Clara and Javier discovered the importance of collaboration. They learned to communicate more effectively, delegate tasks, and support each other during moments of frustration. This new challenge taught them to trust each other's skills, which strengthened their relationship and allowed them to learn how to work as a team. As they progressed through the course, Clara realized that they were not only learning to cook but also building memories together. Every dish they prepared became a story, and every mistake turned into a lesson. The experience taught them to enjoy the journey, rather than worry too much about perfection. By the end of the course, Clara and Javier felt proud of what they had accomplished together. They had overcome challenges, strengthened their communication, and most importantly, enjoyed the time spent in the kitchen. This shared challenge became a symbol of their commitment to continue growing together in all aspects of their lives. Chapter 13: Growing Together. After their cooking experience, Clara and Javier began to reflect on how they could continue growing together in their relationship. They decided to set a series of monthly goals and activities that would allow them to explore new interests and strengthen their bond. From outdoor adventures to art classes, they wanted to ensure that their relationship was always evolving. The first act of it, why they planned, was a hike in a nearby park. During the hike, they shared their thoughts about what they wanted to achieve as a couple. They discussed the importance of continuing to learn from one another and supporting each other's individual interests. This conversation allowed them to have a clearer vision of how they wanted to build their future together. Additionally, they established a date night each month, where they would take turns planning surprise activities. This gave them the opportunity to break from routine and keep the spark alive in their relationship. Each month became a new adventure, filled with surprises and memorable moments. Clara was excited to know that there would always be something new to look forward to. As they continued to explore new activities, they also realized that these experiences not only strengthened their relationship but also allowed them to grow individually. Clara, for example, felt inspired to explore her creativity through painting, while Javier discovered a new passion for cycling. These individual interests also enriched their lives together, creating a healthy balance. As time went by, Clara and Javier realized that growing together didn't just mean enjoying fun moments but also being there for one another during tough times. This understanding helped them face challenges with greater resilience, knowing they could always count on each other. Every new experience reminded them that love is built through attention, commitment, and a willingness to keep exploring. Chapter 14: Life's Obstacles. Despite their growth and happiness together, Clara and Javier also faced unexpected challenges in their lives. One day, Clara received the news that her company was restructuring, and her position might be at risk. The uncertainty weighed heavily on her, and she struggled to balance her emotions while still being supportive of Javier. At first, Clara tried to hide her concerns, thinking she didn't want to worry Javier. However, over time she realized that keeping her feelings secret only heightened her anxiety. Finally, she decided to open up to him about the situation. During a quiet dinner, Clara shared her fears and worries about her job. Javier, hearing her out, immediately supported her. He reminded her that she was a talented and capable woman, and that she would always find a way to adapt. This unconditional support gave Clara the confidence she needed to face the situation. Through this experience, both learned that being vulnerable and sharing worries strengthened their connection. Instead of letting uncertainty impact their relationship, they decided to face it together. Clara began searching for new job opportunities while Javier cheered her on at every step. They became each other's pillars of strength, reminding one another that they could handle anything as long as they were together. Through this obstacle, Clara and Javier discovered the importance of mutual support. They learned that challenges are a part of life, but they could emerge stronger by facing them as a team. Clara felt grateful for Javier's unwavering support, and together, they navigated the uncertainties of life with hope and resilience. Chapter 15. Embracing Change. As Clara navigated the uncertainties in her professional life, she also realized the importance of embracing change. With Javier by her side, she began to see this transitional phase as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. They both agreed that change could lead to new and exciting paths, and it was essential to remain open-minded. In the weeks that followed, Clara took the initiative to explore new job opportunities. She updated her resume and applied for positions that aligned with her skills and aspirations. Javier encouraged her throughout the process, reminding her of her strengths and resilience. This support helped Clara stay positive and motivated. Along the way, Clara learned valuable lessons about adaptability and courage. She recognized that change often comes with uncertainty, but it also brings the potential for new experiences and growth. With this mindset, she began to embrace the unknown, finding excitement in the possibilities that lay ahead. As Clara continued to search for new opportunities, she discovered a passion for personal development. She started a blog to document her journey, sharing her insights and experiences with others. This creative outlet became a way for her to connect with like-minded individuals and inspire others facing similar challenges. With Javier's unwavering support and her newfound sense of purpose, Clara felt empowered to navigate her career transition. Together, they learned that embracing change could lead to unexpected opportunities and deeper connections. Clara's journey had transformed into a celebration of resilience, love, and the beauty of new beginnings.